What up, y'all? It's man, yes, the Hermit Star back again with another video, and I'm here to do the general read for the sign of Leo. So if you have Leo in your chart, sun, the moon, or rising, this is for you. What's happening, Leo? What's happening? I just wanted to say I love y'all. So if you haven't heard it, and no one has told you this, I'm gonna tell you this, and I mean this sincerely. I love you. Okay. Now that that's out the way, no, I really for real meant that. Like, I really love you. All right. But now that that's out the way, we can also do the regular announcement of if you would like a personal read, you're able to book that by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box of this video, any video, really. Any video on this channel, of course. Let me be specific. And yeah, shoot me an email. I'll go over the packages, pricing, and all that stuff, and we'll go from there. I would never reach out to you, so if you would like a personal read from me, you have to reach out to me. Yeah, be mindful of scammers. I again never reach out to you. So if there's someone claiming to be me reaching out to you, offering reads, offering anything else, it is a scam. All right. Now, let's start off with your reading. We have the King of Swords in reverse. Man, this is someone who's really ruthless, you know, but very dishonest and tyrannical as well. I don't like seeing that for you, Leo. I don't like seeing that in general. But this is like, since you are like a lion, right? This is a lion, a very ferocious lion. And I see a lot of family gatherings here in this reading right here, or family, yeah, like group gathering, family gathering. I don't know if this is a situation to where this is family related. The family cards, let me put it that way, or the symbolism of a family here, it's in its upright position. So there's some positive family aspects to it. Maybe it's a situation to where someone threatened or is trying to threaten your family, and now you're ready to be on some stuff. But like I said, this is dishonesty and like someone who's a tyrant in a way. And I hope you're not being, I hope you feel as you're not in a situation where you feel as though you got to be a tyrant in order to protect your family. I hope that's not a situation to where you're being that way within your family, because again, in your mind, you're telling yourself, I'm protecting them. I'm protecting you all by being this tyrant. Because every tyrant says that. Every tyrant is saying they're protecting their people by being the way that they are. That's how they justify being tyrannical. But when you look at the history of all the tyrants and everybody who has told themselves that, were their people really being protected? No, they were the ones actually harming the very people they told themselves and tried to convince other people that they were protecting. So just keep that in mind. We'll continue on with the reading and see if this bounces back with, if it has anything to do with your family or whatever, right? Your next card is the Three of Cups, collaboration right here. And this is one of the cards I was mentioning when I said that even in the nighttime, there's sort of a glare. That's crazy. But no, like, this is one of the cards I was saying when I mentioned how, there's some positive family gathering, or at least positive, I'm going to say family gathering because it's one card. Your last card is literally family, right? But you know, there's some positive family gathering going on. So maybe it's a situation to where you felt like you had to, again, be a tyrant, and you're going to have people who, you know, are in your family. And it's, when I say in your family, I'm not speaking in the sense of like blood related, or just in the sense of blood related. This could be people, because the Three of Cups, it's not necessarily blood related people that you come together with, but these could be people who you don't have a blood tie to. DNA wise, you don't have any type of relation to, right? yet you all can come together like a family, or you consider each other like family, and just make things work. That's good to see. I still don't feel as though I know honestly too much about what it means for the King of Swords. But when I get my clarifier deck, hopefully it becomes better. Your next card is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles in reverse as well. So this is someone who can be very naive, but someone who doesn't necessarily recognize their ability, doesn't recognize just how powerful they are, their ability in general, right? I'm trying to see how this ties in, because you really have a weird spread here. I'm not gonna lie, you have a weird spread here. I'm gonna need to clarify a lot of this stuff. Your reading here, Leo. Ooh, I like the challenge, but you definitely, I can't honestly see how this ties in. If you are a reader and you watch this, right, please let me know. Please help a brother out. Like, help me out right now. We're gonna continue on with the reading and see if things tie in, because you have 2 more cards. All right, we have the Tower. This is sudden change. This is sudden change that happens in a chaotic manner. And maybe it's the way that you change how you see yourself. Again, with this Page of Pentacles here, this is someone who I don't say is insecure, but they don't necessarily understand or know or acknowledge. I'm going to say no, not that you don't acknowledge it, but you don't know necessarily, again, your true abilities, in this reverse position. Let me put it that way, right? When it's in this reverse position, that is someone who doesn't necessarily realize their true abilities. And maybe this Tower coming right after this is like you realize that, but it happens, unfortunately, in a way where it's chaotic. It causes chaos, it causes some trauma, some drama going on, to where you then are forced, maybe your hand is forced to, now it's coming to me just a little bit, right? Your hand is kind of forced. It's coming to me because it's like a weird type of energy where it's coming back to the King of Swords. It's not going in order, but it's going, it really, honestly, the reading, although the first card that popped out is the King of Swords, the reading really starts, I'm going to say here, and if I'm wrong, universe, you tell me. But the reading really starts here with the Page of Pentacles. It really starts here. And then then it goes to the Tower moment, But then it takes this whole big usurp turn. And if I had the camera angles or the technology at least to show y'all, I would. But it takes a turn to maybe you turn into this. Or maybe you think you have to be this. Again, someone who is a tyrant. In order for you to protect those that you love. Or to work together with these people, right? But all it takes is, your family. And this is your last card. And this is why I keep saying family. This is peace, harmony, stability as well. 10 of Cups, by the way, put that closer, right? But then you have this 3 of Cups here. Both Cups card, both upright, both have to do with a gathering with people. Okay, the 10 of Cups is literally family. But the Three of Cups, like I was mentioning before, it's not necessarily people, it's not symbolic, usually at least, symbolic of gathering with family. Although, again, you can consider these people very close, like a family. You might want to graduate them to the family title, right? How does this all relative to what I was just saying? Again, this reading might start with the Page of Pentacles, because you might be this lowly old boy, this lowly old girl, take it as it resonates, right? And you're on this journey, and in reverse. I keep failing to mention it, or I feel as though I failed to mention that it's in reverse, right? But you're just going throughout life, not realizing your true ability. You're naive to it, essentially. Okay. I'm getting something here. This King of Swords is not you. And this is the second time this happened today. Where, not with this card, but I just did the reading for Sagittarius. Now, I've mentioned this in other people's readings before, where if I'm reading for you, it is very much likely every single card in the spread, it describes you. But that does not mean that there are not going to be times where there's a card, or even two, I'm going to say one though, card that doesn't describe you. I don't think this describes you. I think this dishonest tyrant has been someone in your life, has been someone who you thought was trustworthy and loving, maybe a father figure. Take it as it resonates. Someone who was in your life and they made you feel like this unrealized ability that you have about yourself. They saw that in you, but they didn't want you to realize how strong you really are. They didn't want you to realize your fullest potential, essentially. This Tower moment, now it's all coming. Thank you, Spirit. This Tower moment is you realizing who this person is. And it's a situation to where it's like, yo, I idolized this person. This person was like a father to me, like an uncle, like a big brother. Like, this person was somebody who I idolized. And now the tower is crashing down. You are now in this moment to where you're realizing who they are. You're realizing that they're a tyrant. You didn't view them as they're no longer the king that you once viewed them as, that they once had you believe that they were. They're a tyrant. You're now realizing that they're a tyrant. You're in this tower moment. Things are crashing down. Things are very dramatic. But as I showed you moments ago, it all ends well. You find that family unit that brings you peace, harmony, and stability. You don't need someone you don't need to be someone's son. And when I say sun, I'm not talking S-U-N like the sun in the sky. I mean S-O-N. You don't need an OG, for those who get what I'm saying. You don't need like a OG, Leo, or someone who is over you, or a mentor of some sort. You don't necessarily need that. We get this idea that we always, or everybody, like, sure, if you're going out, obviously, in the field, there should be people that, it's nice, let me put it that way, where you seek out mentors or guidance from people. But to me, in this reading, at least, Leo, it just seems as though you're just going throughout life. You're going throughout life, and you don't need somebody lording over you, acting as if though they know you better than you, and you're latching on to their every single word. Because when you're in this type of energy, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, this is you allowing this tyrant, this is you viewing this tyrant as a king. They can never do me any wrong. They'll never steer me in the wrong direction. But then, like I said, the Tower moment happens. There's going to be a moment where you realize what they were doing. They were playing you the entire time. You're going to realize, like, listen, like, this person really didn't have your best interest at heart. They were using you. They were playing you. And as I've stated at the beginning, they're not going to tell you that. A tyrant, it does not say I'm a tyrant because I like to control people. I like to control the mental and physical aspects of people. I like to have control of everybody. I like to fool people, and they don't say that. They, again, justify it by saying things like, I'm doing it for your protection. I'm doing it because I love you. I'm doing this because, and it's always some altruistic or some fake ass altruistic reason as to why they say that they do the things that they are doing. All right. And it's never their reason. It's all about control. It's all about greed. It's all about everything outside of what it's not really about to protect you. It's everything that is the total opposite of what they say they're doing it for. The total antithesis of all of that. And you realize that during this Tower moment. And like I said, it does end off well for you, because after that, I think you finally realize you don't need necessarily somebody to tell you your ability in life. You become that, you trust in, you either trust in God to be that guidance for you, or you start trusting in yourself. Because the Page of Pentacles in its upright position is someone who can be very diligent, but someone who can manifest things for themselves. I won't say easily, but they have a tendency to do so. But when you have the tendency to do so, it's because you're diligent in your hard work, and you go out and you do things. You don't necessarily wait on anybody to give things to you, to do things for you, to tell you who you are. You go out and you do it, and you use ambition, because this is when it's in its position as well. This is the card of ambition. You are very ambitious, and you go out and you get it. So it's a realization. This Tower, once again, I told y'all Tower cards are really not as bad as people make it seem, but that's for another video for another time. Probably for podcast talk. Check the podcast out, description box below, right below the email. Once again, email if you want a personal read. But this Tower moment really awakens you to, again, who this tyrant is. It's all coming to me. Yes, it's to who this tyrant is, and you realizing who you are, because you have people in your life, Leo. You get all this abundance of love from people. When you live up to your full potential, when you at least realize who you are. I'm not saying you got to be a king, because we see in this situation here, the king ain't shit. The king is now a tyrant. Well, the king is a tyrant. And you're just a lowly old page here. But guess what? In this story, the page is the most noble individual, because you are here with your people, loving them, having peace, having harmony with them. And you didn't need to manipulate them and to have them thinking that you have their best interests at heart by doing them dirty. No, you're moving in a righteous way. You're loving them the way that they should be loved. You're honest with them. And it seems as though they give that to you as well. And hence why there is peace and harmony within your life. But that does not happen if this Tower moment doesn't happen. That does not happen if you don't realize this person that you idolize is a tyrant. This person is not for you at all. It does not happen until you realize that. And most importantly, not just learning about this person, it does not happen when you don't realize that you're stronger than who you really think you are, than what you think you are. I don't see the strength card here. But again, when the Page of Pentacles is in reverse, this is someone who doesn't realize their ability, right? You know, they go about life with living how other people say that they are. So if someone says that you're just good enough to do this thing, you then go about life just doing that thing because someone else said that you're good enough to do it. If someone says that you're not good enough to go into a specific field, then you don't go into that field based on of what other people said. And unfortunately, it's not because of some, again, insecurity. It's because it's the people that you trust saying these things about you. So you're like, well, if so-and-so says this, if this father figure, this big bro, this whoever, right? Man, woman, whatever the case is, if this higher figure that I hold high in high regards is saying, nah, this ain't your field, or nah, you need to stay away from that. You take their word for it. This is the type of energy. You take their word for it, right? Someone says you're only good enough, and I'm not trying to shit on anyone who works fast food. I love fast food workers. I don't love fast food, but I do love fast food workers. I love all types of workers for the most part. Anyways, but if someone were to say something like, nah, just stick to that fast food job, right? Again, not trying to shit on fast food, this just came to mind. And you stick to it, but you then have a realization where it's like, I don't have to just sit here in this McDonald's and be the cashier. I can actually own this chain. See? We stuck with McDonald's here because it's like, or the fast food in general, because I didn't want to make it seem as though I was shitting on fast food. But simply because someone is like, no, you're only good enough to be the cashier. If that's what you truly want to do, that is what you truly want to do, and I love that for you. But if your true ability is not only can I run this cashier, but I can run this entire location at the very least, or I could run PR for McDonald's, or I could be one of a CEO or someone who makes decisions here. It doesn't just have to stay here or end here, right? Is what I'm saying, right? Hopefully you get that, but just to stay on board, we got it. We got everything together here for you, Leo. Again, that King of Swords, this is not you, okay? It's one of those, I feel as though maybe, I don't know what's next. Well, I do know who I'm reading for next, but I don't know what the cards we're going to get next for that. But maybe today has just been the day where the universe wants me to warn folks about the other energies within their life. Like I said, that's not always going to be the case. Where that's not always is the case. Where I read and other people's energies are present within the reading I'm reading for somebody else. But there are going to be times when that happens, and this happens to be one of those times. And again, I read for Sagittarius. You might have Sag in your chart, but that was one of those times as well. Anyways, this is what I have for you. I do love this. I do love that we get it together for you when we figure it out what the issue is here. Because, they try to confuse you, boy. They try to get me, but I got your back, Leo. I got your back. All right. This has been your general read. If you got anything of value here, please hit that like button. Share this with the Leos. Definitely, or share this with anybody that you feel as though needs this message. And hit that subscribe. Yes, we hit another milestone. So I will do the all signs reading next week when I get things situated as far as time, and those things run long, so I'm going to be snacking during that live stream. Yes, I'm sorry. So I'm waiting till I do grocery shopping again and get my snacks ready for all of that. So that's what it is. If you would like a personal read, again, shoot me an email. You can find my email in the description box. That's where you'll find my email. Be mindful that there are scammers in this community. So if someone is pretending to be me, it is not me. I will never reach out to you asking you if you want a reading or anything else. All right. Thank you for watching me today whenever you do watch this video, and trusting me for being your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. Like, comment, share, subscribe once again. And until next time, until next video, you see me when you see me. Peace out.